by Schmaltz. Now here's Schmaltz picking it up. Top picker with the Blackhawks 2 years ago. Puts the brakes on, brings it back to the line. Stetcher, a bomb, rebound, they score!
Caggiula again.
He's been a thorn in the side of the Huskies for out throughout the years. And he now ties this one at 1. North Dakota ties it at 1. Back with more. Right. Drake Caggiula has tied this at 1, and here's how it happened. Right there, picks up the rebound. The high shot. Lindgren couldn't handle the rebound, and Caggiula jumps on it. That's his 6th goal lifetime against the Huskies. Now the officials are looking at this.
What are they looking for, Jeff?
Perhaps there was a North Dakota player on the side of the net that may have interfered with Lindgren. We'll have to perhaps take a look at the overhead, or perhaps see if the play was onside. You could go all the way back to the blue line, and maybe that is what they're questioning, is how North Dakota entered the zone, because when you watch this angle, you really won't see a lot of people bothering Lindgren at all. And Caggiula not even in the blue when he puts it in.
It's no secret that you're probably not going to get a clean shot by Charlie Lindgren. They need to create traffic and put pucks on net. It was a nice play by the defenseman. It's certainly unintentional. He stepped one step in on the blue line, took a shot, looked like the puck turned up on its side, and as it did, he lost control. So 9 out of 10, that puck would have hit Chuck in the chest, and he didn't maintain control of that. Instead, it went up about his chin, tried to get to his blocker, his glove, it popped down, and unfortunately, the defenseman standing on the side just that split second hesitated, and that's when Caggiula jumped on that rebound.
Yeah, I think they're looking at the blue line to see if the play was onside or if it was tipped by a high stick on the way into Lindgren.
Well, let's hope it's one or both of those.
Only one violation would work.
I'm not picky.
So Lindgren awaits the decision of the officials as they try to sort this out. John Sullivan and Todd Anderson are the referees tonight. And there you see they're in the scorer's table, taking a look at the video and discussing it with off-ice officials.
One way or another, this arena is going to erupt when this announcement is made. There are a whole lot of North Dakota fans here, as well as Huskies.
It's kind of sad that there is this delay, whether it's a goal or not, because the game really had picked up and really had developed a flow. And let's hope this doesn't take a lot of air out of what was building here in this first period.
No question. This is, the last series we had done was Miami of Ohio, and the energy, just the first 2 minutes of this game had far surpassed the entire weekend.
All right, let's take a look, see if we can discern perhaps what the officials are questioning. Here comes the shot. There it is, right there. That high stick by Caggiula. That angle looks like it is. I think it is over the crossbar.
I may have been wrong there, Jim. It looks like that defenseman got pretty good wood on that shot. It just was up top. I think you may be right. You may be right.
That's got to be what they're looking at. All right, this is the angle that sees it here. Look where where the puck hits his stick. I mean, that's over the shoulder of Widman, and more than likely over the shoulder of Caggiula, and over the crossbar. Yeah. So if it's over the 4 foot of the crossbar, that should be
That was a great angle there. That back angle.
So if the officials could see that angle, if they were lucky enough to see what we saw,
right, be a big momentum swing here.
They may decide that that is not a good goal. Great work by our student cameraman behind the net.
Yeah, that last angle was clean.
Bullet coming in, yeah.
Tip of the cap to him, huh?
And for those of you watching on FSN North, tonight's game is a student broadcast. Gino is a graduate. Although your brother goes to school, you finished and have your degree, correct, from St. Cloud State?
I do have, and I know you'll chuckle, a Bachelor of Studio Arts degree from St. Cloud State University. Not because it's an unheralded degree, just because primarily you don't hear a lot of ice hockey players going that way.
That's a great degree. I don't have any degree is a fabulous degree. But what we want to, well, here comes the call. And it's a good goal. It's a good goal. Referee Joe Sullivan says it's a good goal. And I don't know if they had access to that angle that we had from behind that net, because it sure looked like it was a high stick from that angle.
I mean, that is.
But they only
so
have
close.
so much. You know, the league only has so many cameras.
Yep.
And I don't know. We'll discuss that with the off-ice officials during the intermission. So it's a 1-all hockey game.
Talented group.
Right. That's exactly what you would think, that this should be no problem for a group like this. Schmaltz feeds it down low. Center pass like that. That's what you'd expect. Caggiula on the back door, and North Dakota takes the lead 2-1.
You could see him try and draw that weak side forward. Casilla down towards the middle to open up that easy lane. 4x6 goal by Caggiula, just like they did.
Here you get a look at it. Great pass across. And Caggiula bears his second of the game. Okay, here are the numbers that I was going to share with you, Gino.
Sorry about that. I misinformed you. That was Widman on the back door.
North Dakota coming into this power play, 7 for 49 so far this year.
Wow.
14% on the season, which ranks 41st in the country, with Caggiula on the doorstep. Here's Caggiula with it again. Brings it back to the line. Stetcher shot.
Oh, no.
Put in front and scored. Rhett Gardner got the rebound of the shot from Troy Stetcher, and it's now 3-1 North Dakota. And he may have actually blocked this shot and then put the backhander in.
Yeah, their power play certainly is alive and well. 2 guys in lanes. Charlie can't get a good look at it. Oh, looks like it hit Schultz. Schultz slowed that puck down just a little bit. Just enough for right on Gardner's tape. Couldn't have been more perfectly placed.
So North Dakota with 2 power play goals. Obviously, hockey's been rolling along, but there are a lot of other things on campus that a lot of bright spots right now.
Absolutely, there are.
No.
Caggiula gets the hat trick as he banks it from behind, gets the rebound off the backboards, and great Caggiula strikes in the first 28 seconds. And now North Dakota back up by a pair.
The defenseman may have not had a clean shot to the net. Oh, no. Looks like he was trying to put it on. It just tipped off the shin pad. The high St. Cloud State forward. Charlie just about gets over. It doesn't matter. That is up.